Greetings, it's Dr. Karen, and I'm hoping to continue to do some wonderful videos for all of you that are in my life, and hopefully new ones that are going to come along, to just share some of the variety of things that a life with wonderful horses and an open-hearted life and a life that's spiritual and combining all these things can be all together. So today I wanted to talk about the pendulum and wonderful ways that we might be able to create possibilities for ourselves as far as understanding answers for not only our health or our animals' health, but also just understanding a little bit more about energy and how we can integrate all these wonderful things that many of you have heard me talk about, that we can put together in ways that are just really opening our hearts and being able to share more and more wonderful things for the planet. So pendulums, muscle testing, dowsing, all of these things, kinesiology, all the same thing, right? We're all made of energy and everything is energy, and it's just different tools of being able to tap into these things. So it's really like the gauges on our car, right? The speedometer, you're always going the same speed, you're gauging a speedometer, and you might look at different ones in different cars that look the same, and yet it's all telling you the same information. And so it is with all of these things as well. So again, pendulum, muscle testing, kinesiology, same thing, dowsing, all of these things, really ways of enhancing and reading energies for ourselves. So pendulum, some people get really uncomfortable about this, but you can use anything. I've got a little crystal pendulum here. When I was taught at some moment in time, a workshop that I took, that a woman was so generously talking about reading animals' communications and things like that. She just put a bolt on a piece of string. So there's nothing magical about it. It's just something that's weighted, so that you can understand your own energy and whatever energy or questions you're asking about. So it's just another confirmation. So many people have some problems with holding this and kind of understanding, again, what this is. And it's just a tool. So some people really like the different types of stones that you might be able to have, but anything weighted, you can use a necklace, you can use a ring on a string, anything. You can, again, use your muscles. We'll talk about this too, for testing. You can use also dowsing rods, all same thing. So just to try to demystify this. So for me, each person has a different yes and a different no, depending on how their energy is. And also it's important to talk about reverse polarity, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So for me, you can ask the pendulum. Some people ask it every time, some don't. Some just get to know their pendulums and themselves really well, like what is a yes and what is a no. So for me, usually this back and forth motion, and you can see I'm not moving my hand, is a no. And so that when I go over a body part or whatever, is this the problem? You'll see no, right? So you can hold this over your body. Do I have a problem in this area? Yes, I have a little thyroid thing. And so for me, clockwise tends to be a yes. So there we go. You can go over bodies and just, again, find places. You can hold your hand over the body. You can just put the pendulum over the body. And you can just go through different things with questions. Important to ask yes or no questions, right? You can also, I get a really just a quiet like this when I haven't asked the question in a way that it can be answered through the energy field, right? Sometimes those are future questions. For me, this is really like ask a better question or maybe. So a lot of times I'll have to refine my idea of what I'm asking. I'm trying to think if I can give you a good thing of that. Let's see. I'm not thinking of anything right now that can give you an answer that would show a maybe at this moment. Is my favorite color red? Right, bull, maybe. I don't know. No, ask a better question. Ask just a better question. So hopefully this gets you started, right? It's always nice to just ask, again, we'll go back over that. Just know it's all the same. Kinesiology, muscle testing, pretty much the same. Pendulum, dowsing for water on the property with dowsing rods. You can use coat hangers. You can use special woods, all kinds of fun things like that, right, can be used. So again, it's all tapping into the energies around us. I'm going to do some more things on pendulum muscle testing and kind of diagnosing, if we want to say that, but not really diagnosing, getting a better idea if of ways that you can help yourself and your animals and even family members or sometimes friends. However, the disclaimer is, that sometimes this isn't the definitive answer, and it's important to just use this as guidance, and sometimes seek more help, if not all the time seek more help if you're not really sure what's going on. But again, you're just kind of holding a pendulum to get started, asking for it to show you a yes, what a yes looks like for you, and what a no looks like for you. And then the next piece of that, what we talked about, reverse polarity, which I'll talk about, is is my polarity, am I lined up with the Earth's energy? Or am I reversed? And if in fact, so mine's actually telling me right now I'm reverse polarity. Isn't that interesting? So then you might need to ground yourself and kind of re-center yourself so that all of your answers are actually correct. Because if you're reverse polarity, it's like looking in a mirror or whatever, you're going to get the reverse. You're going to get answers, but they're going to be the reverse of what you actually need. Stay tuned for more of that. I hope you all have a wonderful horse journey, and that life is really good, and that you feel very, very, very blessed by Creator in your life, and that all around you are causing much, much love. Even if there's suffering, that you're finding much, much love in all of the things that you do in every day and in every moment. All my love to you and all my blessings. Thank you. Bye now.